And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
From the shotgun, Penix. He'll get this complete to Pitts. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And he's out of bounds, past midfield. Give him 24 on that play. And the Falcons will have a first.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
19 Tiger, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready?
1st and 10, a run to Robinson. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory. Only 2 yards, and it... and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yep, Brock, I think he safely got that 1st down before the hit.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Penix on 1st down. Pitts brings it in.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. From the gun, it's Robinson. And he's brought down for a loss. That's the end of our 1st quarter. 3 more to go still on Monday night. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return to the link right after this. Back for our 2nd quarter. It's Falcons football. They're moving it well, but now face a 3rd and short. Staying with Robinson. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Give him 3 on that gain. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
Now their opening drive certainly going according to plan, Bronk. It's a new set of downs at the 27. On 1st down, here's Penix. Caught near the goal line. Touchdown, Atlanta. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
The extra point is up, and it is good. And the Falcons bump the lead up to 13 points. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Great, set.
Hurts looking to throw. Taken in by Smith. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play.
73.
First down throwing for Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Falcons side of the field.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Hurts now from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That one intended for Jahan Dotson. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
And he goes down. The Falcons got to him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a 1-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions, you get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Back to throw, Hurts. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. That's their rookie from Notre Dame. And the Falcons have it as he records the first interception of his young career.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead. Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half.
Okay, ready?
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Let's go now. Cougar 19.
Penix working from the gun. Completes. It's Bijan Robinson. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Brought down on the effort by Quinyon Mitchell.
That's the defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
3rd down, it's Penix. He's going to push one deep down the right. This is brought in at the 15. They get 40 on the big hitter. And the Falcons will have a first.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
And again, it's Penix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't. I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
On the jump.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Set.
Complete on the option. And in for the Atlanta touchdown. Koo on now for the extra point. Extra point sent in through the rain. And the Falcons push the lead to 20. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
No touch set.
They motion the slot man right.
No touch set.
1st and 10, here's Hurts. That's caught, it's Saquon Barkley. Pick up of a few as he heads out of bounds. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
Great, set.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
No touch.
Hurts to throw. Hits his running back. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
No touch set.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. Completed to his running back. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
No touch.
Hurts throwing again. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
No touch.
Hurts trying again on 2nd down. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. Koo on now for the extra point. Got a good play in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And the Falcons continue piling onto this lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. Return lanes don't open for him. He stopped shy of the 15. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Great. Set. Delta.
Hurts back to the air after the pick. He gets it complete to Will Shipley. And he's up across the 20 before going out of bounds.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
2nd and 3 now.
Great. Set. Delta.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. That's complete. Here's Brown. The 30. He's at the 10. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles chop some of the lead off before the half. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. We'll see how they choose to use these final 22 seconds, Brock, of our first half. Penix now on 1st down. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
70 rings. Here we go.
Play action. Here's Penix. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
3rd and long for him here. Finds his target, Robinson. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Eward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Ready. 19 tight.
They go play action. Here's Penix. He throws a bullet down the right sideline. And that's incomplete. A little lucky there, too. Nearly picked off on 1st down. Lucky that didn't end as an interception. So that brings up 2nd down.
I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return, and simply dropped it. You got to secure the pick before anything else.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Putting a receiver in motion.
60 Bobcat. Go.
2nd and 10, Penix to throw. To the sideline, it's secured by London. And he runs out of bounds at the opposing 45. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
Let's go. 60 Maverick.
Penix here from the gun. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Working inside the red zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons grow the lead coming out of halftime. Coup on now for the extra point. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And the Falcons grow their lead yet again. Out to kick it away. Here's Pinion. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
On touch that. No touch.
Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
No touch that. Hey. No touch that.
Here's another carry for Barkley. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. It goes as a pickup of 37 yards. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
Didn't take a rocket scientist to know, Kate. They wanted to get the ball in this guy's hands any way they could, not just in the passing game, and he just showed you why. This defense not prepared for his impact on the ground.
On first down, Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Called in left side. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He can take it to the house.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
No touch that. Carlos Vianney. Carlos Vianney. No touch.
Hurts now from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Penix working from the gun. Cut out left. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
Kid, I was on the field with a young high school quarterback just last week, and I told him one of the greatest attributes a quarterback can have is courage. And it takes courage to sit in that pocket that long, let a play develop, and let that receiver work all the way from one side of the field to the other and give him a chance to make a play.
2nd and 3. That's complete inside the 35. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. Penix on 1st down. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. And again, it's Penix. Got a man. Robinson has it. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Koo with the extra point. And the Falcons continue adding on to that lead.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Out to kick it away. Here's Pinion. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Great, set. No touch.
Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. Able to find Dotson here. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Straight ahead, here's Barkley. Blast through midfield. And he stopped, so that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd. Only 1 quarter remains in our final game of the week. That's the end of the 3rd. It's Eagles football, and they'll look for points here, but might be too little too late in a lopsided 4th quarter. New set of downs for him from the 46.
Great, set. No touch.
1st down throwing for Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, here's what I know, Kate. And sadly, from personal experience, after this one's over, the QB, he's going to be the first one in the cold tub because he has been feeling the heat and paying the price all game long. At some point, you've got to find a way to protect the passer, or he's not going to endure this season.
And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. Has a man, it's Brown. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
First and 10, here's Hurts. Has it at the 7. Touchdown, Philadelphia. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Fakes the handoff, now to throw. He throws a bullet deep to the right side.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Third down, it's Penix. Pitts brings it in. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time. Offense in the hurry up here. On 1st down, here's Penix. That's brought in by Mooney. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
They're set up at the 35 now. They send a man in motion.
79 Broncos, 18, Pioneer.
Penix now on 1st down. Taking a big shot for the end zone. Oh, that's a tough one. Couldn't bring in the touchdown clean. It falls incomplete. It's going to be 2nd down.
Plays like that are called twofers. It's why coaches live 2 years for one. All the planning, great play call, careful execution led to that, and it was still dropped to the turf. Touchdown, lost.
On 2nd and 10, it's Penix. Wow, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. And the Eagles will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Second down, they go pass here, and it's intercepted to kill the drive.
And that is one way defensively to get your teammates off the field. That was all about anticipation. Great move there by the defender to take it away and put his offense on the field.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
No touch it. No touch.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Completed left side to Smith. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22.
You know, kid, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Great, set. No touch.
On third down, it's Hurts. He has the first over the middle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Eagles hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. First and 10 from the 41.
Great, set. No touch.
Hurts throwing again. It's Dotson on the catch. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Hurry up offense now as time runs down. Here's second and 5. That pass caught by Dotson. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up. Devontae Smith, the intended target. And that'll bring up 4th and 3.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Great, set.
Man in motion, headed right.
No touch.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Throw is caught by the back. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first. Football on that 47-yard line. First down.
Great, set. No touch.
Hurts now from the gun. Finds the in route complete. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Philadelphia first down. They're set up at the 35 now.
35-yard line.
Crowd up, Yeti. No touch.
On first down, Hurts. Goddard makes the catch. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. Still one more in their pocket to use.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
No touch. No touch.
From the 26 on second down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. An incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Complete beyond the marker. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles get it back to within 2 possessions. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. So the back does the work that time, Brock, taking it in for the touchdown.
Yeah, a running back in space can be an awfully dangerous weapon on a football field. Whether that's a designed route to him, a check down, you see what can happen, what kind of damage the elite running backs in this league can do.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's stopped on the return at the 27. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Wow, they're going to pass it here. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Picked off Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles make one of their best plays at the end, coming up with the interception on our final snap of the game. So the Falcons will fly home with a win on the road. And they can be proud of their exploits on the road and overall so far this season as they improve to 2-0.